Hi, Rivka Lambert Adler here. I, maybe like you, am thinking endlessly about what's going on. How do we make sense of this? How are we supposed to understand what messages that are being sent to us, and how do we even understand how to comport ourselves, how to behave, how to protect ourselves? One minute we're told to wear gloves and a mask, and then we're told not to wear gloves and a mask. We're told that the virus came from a wet market in China, and no, it came from a lab. No, it was created and sent out into the world in some nefarious way. There's just so many different theories and so many different ways of holding this, and had an opportunity to learn Torah today with one of my main teachers, and she said something that I thought I would share with you because it's something that I knew, but it really struck a particularly deep chord, and I just want to share it with you. And that is that there's this idea that we live in a world of darkness. We live in a world of sheker, of lies, and things don't add up and things don't make sense, in part because we were not given the entirety of the Torah. And Lag BaOmer, which is tonight, is a very interesting time to speak about that, because we associate Lag BaOmer with light and with Torah, and much of the hidden, deeper significance of the Torah is not available to us, and so we sort of muddle along, but we have an expectation that things will make sense to us, that we can figure stuff out, that is the kochi va'otzem yadi, the my strength and the power of my right hand, that is a way of being in the world that the Torah would suggest is a false way of being in the world, that it actually makes no sense because we don't have all the information. And if anything has proven that to us, it's the situation that we find ourselves in now. We just don't have all of the information that we need. That, however, the opposite side of that is that in God's world, everything that we're going through does make sense and is for the good and is taking us somewhere powerful. And that actually is my understanding of what Geula is. That Geula is when all of God's truth is revealed into the world and things make sense to us. Right now, though, we need to remember we live in sheker, we live in lies, we live in darkness. We don't have the full picture. And the best that we can do is, as I've said before, is to cling to Hashem during this time. So if you're trying to figure it out and you can't figure it out, that's okay, because I don't think we're meant to figure it out. I think the only thing that we're meant to understand from all of this is that God is running the show. And that has been my message consistently, and continues to be my message. But I think that I personally take some comfort from the fact that it isn't something that we're able to figure out. It's just too big. It's just too beyond human understanding. And so if you don't know what to believe, if you're reading all the controversy and all of the conspiracy theories and you don't know what's true and what's not true, that's okay, because we are human and we are limited, and only God knows the bigger picture. So on the contrast, if you think you know exactly what's going on, that's probably also not true. And so the most important thing I think to take out of this is to just remain humble, just to remember that we are limited and we live in a world of limitations, and that the best that we can do is just to cling to Hashem. I hope that you find that helpful. I surely do.